What's up guys, Mike here, and over a month ago I made a video detailing my 5 favorite young players in the NBA. And a lot of people were like, where's Giannis? Mike, you forgot Giannis. Hey everyone, I think Mike forgot Giannis. Well, to be honest guys, I effed up. Because I forgot Giannis Antetokounmpo enters the 2017 NBA season as a 21-year-old with as much potential to be a star as anyone else in the NBA. So you've heard about the Greek Freak, you've heard about the $100 million contract he signed this offseason. And now today, I'm fixing a mistake I once made and bringing you 4 reasons why Giannis Antetokounmpo might break the NBA and become an absolute star. Number 4, a freak of nature. Heading into the 2013 NBA draft, scouts around the NBA had a serious dilemma on their hands. Where should they rank Giannis Antetokounmpo on their draft board? At the time, Giannis was very raw. The previous season, he had played in Greece's second league and had averaged under 10 points per game. But still, scouts had to give him serious consideration as a top pick because of his ridiculous potential. At the time, Giannis measured in at 6'8.5" with a huge wingspan and had shown flashes of point guard ability. These traits alone were enough to convince the Bucks to draft him with the 15th pick in the draft. But then something crazy happened. He continued to grow. Now, as a 21-year-old headed into his 4th season, Giannis stands at 6'11" and has a 7'4" wingspan. Those numbers would be awesome for any NBA center, but Giannis is not a center. On some days, he's a small forward, but on others, he's a point guard. A 6'11" point guard? That's 2 inches taller than Magic Johnson, which is, ladies and gentlemen, why Giannis Antetokounmpo has the potential to break the NBA. As a 6'11" small forward, he would be the tallest 3 in the league. But as a 6'11" point guard, he's the tallest 1 in NBA history. And the thing is, it's not crazy at all to think of Giannis as a point guard, because that's the position he played all last year after the All-Star break, where he more than proved that he has what it takes to lead a team. Number 3, a matchup nightmare. As a point guard, Giannis has all of the advantages you would expect from a man who stands more than 8 inches over most of his competitors. He can use his height to read the defense better, to shoot over his defender, and to score around the basket. And with those traits, he becomes an absolute problem for opposing defenses. Because really, how do you guard him? You can't use a typical 6'3" point guard. How would they be able to stop him in the post? But if you guard him with a wing player, does your point guard now match up against the 6'8" Chris Middleton or the 6'8" Jabari Parker? As you can see, just having a man that tall at the point guard spot throws an opponent's entire game plan into the garbage. Now, they have to start over and adapt your style of play. And on the other end, the Bucks are able to take advantage of Giannis's multi-dimensional play by using him to defend multiple positions. Most of the time, he guards a wing, but on any given night, he might match up against a point guard or a center, as he did when he started the game defending Tyson Chandler when the Bucks played the Suns this season. But perhaps the most impressive thing that Giannis can do is rebound a miss and take off in transition, because the ability to create a one-man fast break is an absolute game changer, something that can swing the momentum and can lead to easy points both for Giannis and his teammates. And Giannis has already shown glimpses of true greatness on these self-created fast breaks, as they combine 3 of his greatest talents. Whether he's playing on the wing or as a guard, Giannis is able to run in and grab rebounds over big men with ease, as his defender is almost always at a disadvantage over him on the boards. From there, his natural point guard abilities blend with his incredible athleticism to create an absolute nightmare for opposing defenses. Time and time again in the 2016 season, Giannis proved that he is able to turn his natural-born gifts into fast break points, and the numbers back this up. To prove this, we're now going to take a look at a few players' points per transition possession. This stat basically shows the amount of points generated by a player when he's involved in a fast break possession. Looking at this list, we can see LeBron James at the top with 1.32 points per transition possession. But right behind him, we find Giannis at 1.22 points. In this statistic that proves just how valuable players are on the fast break, Giannis is tied with 2016 NBA MVP Steph Curry and is ahead of Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Chris Paul, just to name a few NBA stars. So as you can see, Giannis certainly has the physical gifts and he has the stats. Well, at least he has solid fast break stats. But you guys know me, would I really make a whole video on Giannis if I didn't have even more impressive stats to show you? Number 2, a historic output. To really get the full impact of Giannis's stats in the 2016 season, we have to start after the All-Star break. Because up until the All-Star break, Giannis was averaging a respectable 15.9 points per game, 7.1 rebounds per game, and 2.8 assists per game playing from the small forward spot. But then, after the break, Jason Kidd made a change. He decided to turn the ball over to Giannis and let him lead the offense. And that's when things got really interesting. Because after the All-Star break, Giannis recorded 5 triple-doubles while averaging 18.8 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, 7.2 assists per game, 1.4 steals, and 1.9 blocks while shooting 51% from the field. To put these stats into perspective, according to basketballreference.com, if you search for any player in NBA history who was 21 years old or younger and averaged at least 18.8 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, and 7.2 assists per game, you get one other name. And of course, that name is Magic Johnson, who as a 21-year-old second player with the Lakers averaged 21.6 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, and 8.6 assists per game. Now, if we take away the age limit and let any player in, we still come up with only 7 names. Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Grant Hill, John Havlicek, Magic Johnson, and Fat Lever, a list of nearly all Hall of Fame players. So yes, while I understand that Giannis did not average these numbers for a full season, you need to understand something too. While Giannis' stats might be a small sample size, I think they're a huge indication of great things to come. Because finally, the Bucks discovered just how dangerous Giannis is at the point guard spot, and his post-All-Star game numbers show just how historic his impact on the game can be. And don't worry, Giannis will still definitely be handling the ball this season for the Bucks. Jason Kidd has already confirmed this, saying, "We're going to go forward with him handling the ball. You can call him point guard, point forward, point center, however you want to look at it." Which brings us to the final point in this video I want to cover. Just how great it is that Giannis is playing with his young Milwaukee Bucks teammates under head coach Jason Kidd. Number 1, the perfect organization. The Milwaukee Bucks might just be the perfect situation for Giannis to grow and become the NBA star that he has the potential to be. Because when you think about it, Milwaukee really has it all. They have great young talent to surround around Giannis and to grow with him. In particular, Chris Middleton and Jabari Parker seem to be great pieces for the future. And if those two can continue to grow, then the Bucks have a very solid foundation to build from. Milwaukee also is an organization that has recently made the playoffs and plays to win every game, but isn't a title contender and thus is able to try things out, such as putting their 6'11" small forward at the point guard spot. And the Bucks have the perfect coach for a young, tall point guard trying to make it in the NBA. Because at one point, Jason Kidd was in exactly Giannis Antetokounmpo's situation. Okay, sure, he wasn't 6'11", but Kidd was considered a tall point guard who at an early age had tons of potential and just needed to learn how to harness it. Kidd succeeded, becoming a 10-time All-Star and eventual Hall of Famer throughout his NBA career. J-Kidd has the knowledge of what it takes to run an NBA offense. He has all of the tricks on how to succeed as an NBA point guard. And now he has the perfect protege in Giannis, the perfect student to pass on a career's worth of knowledge. Hopefully, the one thing Kidd stresses is just how much the three-point shot impacted his career. Because as a young player in the NBA, Kidd had a notoriously horrible shot from 3. But around the age of 33, he figured it out. He worked on his shot non-stop throughout the offseason and it paid off. 2 times after the age of 33, he shot over 40% from the three-point line. And this ability to stretch the floor gave him a few extra years as a solid starter and eventually won him a championship with the Dallas Mavericks. If Kidd can impart this wisdom onto Giannis and stress just how important the three-point shot is for a basketball player in today's game, then Giannis might really become unstoppable. Which brings us back full circle. If everything goes right, if Giannis continues to grow as a player and lives up to his potential, how can anyone stop him? And on the defensive side of the ball, like I said, the man is a coach's dream. He can literally defend all positions 1 to 5, force a stop, grab the rebound, then go score on the other end with ease. It's cliche to say, but he's basically an NBA 2K My Player come to life. He's just that good. And so I think I'm with a bunch of you guys when I say, I hope this man reaches his potential. I hope he becomes an NBA star. And watching him grow into that type of player would be really special. And that about wraps up today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys realize that your comments actually do mean a lot to me. When I see a bunch of comments on a specific player or topic, I listen and I make a video. And speaking of you guys, if you haven't checked out my second channel yet, I'm leaving a link to my channel down below. Make sure to go subscribe to that. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers already, which is just insane. And I'm making daily 2K content there, but I'm also doing a bunch more. We've got an NBA trivia video coming up with some other YouTubers. I'm going to be reacting to my old old cringy videos there. A whole lot's going on. Make sure you check it out. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, this is an NBA basketball channel, and I mainly make NBA basketball content. So if you're interested in NBA what ifs, NBA conspiracies, NBA history videos, basically anything NBA, then make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you, and I think you'll love the content here. And to my current subscribers, thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me every single day. Can't say it enough. You guys are letting me live my dream. Thank you. And as always, my dudes, have an awesome day, and cue that music.